Hello everybody, and welcome back. My name is Owen. We're playing some more of the Red Strings Club. The way that the game saves progress seems to be kind of like auto-save at certain checkpoints, so I did have to speed through a little bit, but I got up to here and I figured I'd pause and start the recording. Basically, I feel like this would serve as a decent recap of what we were about to start doing, so we'll pick it up here. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, Diana Myers. Oh, am I that famous? Damn you, Akara. Don't go saying the client's names. How should I cover this? This is what we chose last time, so we'll stick with this. Yes, you are that famous. Come on, Diana. You've even been on TV. It's only natural that you'd have admirers, isn't it? Well played. But you don't have to kiss my ass. When did you start hiring brats to work at the bar anyway? Are you getting old? Yeah, you know. My leg isn't getting any better, and I thought I could use an extra hand. Ah, must be tough facing life without any upgrades, huh? I'm happy. Does that count? Congratulations. Do you have a light? Okay, I'll spare you the preamble, and guess why you called me. Is it because of the dead girl at H+ Core Clinic? Shit. You engineers don't like to waste time, huh? I know your boyfriend works with those Proxima rascals on the regular, and figured you'd want details. And I thought I was the information broker. Damn. What's that info gonna cost me? There's some information I'd like you to get me in exchange. This nut will be pretty hard to crack, but I trust you're the best. Now you're gilding the pill. What do you say that we start with a drink on the house? Yes, please. I've been dying to sip from one of your cocktails again. Right away, miss. Hey, Newman, my muse. Are you around? This time it's the real deal. Let's get some info out of this girl. Remember, fill the glass with spirits to tune into the soul discs. Adjust the size of the discs by adding ice to the drink. I've filled the notebook with our objectives. Please take a look at them. Okay, so, what is social psyche welfare? What is the mirror neuron algorithm? When do they plan to execute this? What role does Akara play in all this? Why is Supercontinent doing this? Is this legal? Is the government aware of this? Okay. What are these other tabs? Facts and intel? Supercontinent developed social psyche welfare. They plan to propagate it with the mirror neuron algorithm. Johannes Seftis is Supercontinent's chief operations officer. That's the person that we gave the hippie augmentation to. Adrian Ferguson is Supercontinent's chief financial officer, and that's who we gave the anti-establishment thing to. Okay. Interesting. And then some drink recipes. I'll be taking notes, adding facts, and updating the objectives as we progress. So please, check it out now and then. One more thing. Before asking her any questions, think about whether she's in the right mood to answer them. This isn't a video game. We can't keep repeating the same dialogue again and again. If you need to change the mood, just serve her another drink, and we'll take it from there. In this case, sympathy may draw out her confessions, and fear may exploit her paranoia. I'll trust your instincts, my magical friend. Okay, and then I remember from last time we didn't do this, but we can mouse over this. So this is sympathy, and this is fear. So what do we want to do, I guess, first? We want answers. So maybe we go the sympathy path. Let's try that. So we want to go up. Stop. Nailed it. Then to the right. Oh, don't. Okay. Ooh, a little far. A little far. Splash. It's pretty close. And then a couple ice cubes. Okay. So a little more right. Bang. Surf. Oh God. You're the fucking best. Why do you need information dealings? Side hustle when you make cocktails this good? I'm telling you, you should be a world-famous bartender. I'm glad you like it. She seems to be in a good mood. What should I start with? Tell me about Adriadne's death. What information do you want from me? What have you been working on lately? Feign worry about Brandeis' personality issues. Serve another drink. Okay, so she's in a good mood. Why don't we start with what you want from me? So, what information do you want from me? As I said, it's a tough nut to crack. And by tough, I mean dangerous. But I figure that's never been a problem for you. Nothing can get me as long as I run the Red Strings Club. Fire away. I want to know who the CEO of Supercontinent Limited is. Come again? Don't you work for them? Yeah. Can't you just Google it? What you'll find online is that Supercontinent's CEO is Jack B. Gaynor. What you'll also see is that he hasn't made a public appearance in 2 years. You're implying that the CEO has been supplanted? That's one hypothesis, yeah. The fact is, no one's seen him for a long time. And that, lately, Supercontinent's philosophy and methods have changed dramatically. They've become a bit more aggressive. I see. Okay, Diana, leave it to me. I'll look into it. Okay, so now we've said we'll help. Let's see if we can pull some information out. Now, we already know this, right? Because we've read Akana's memories. So, why do you want to know about Supercontinent CEO? We'll get to that later. She'll probably be like, why is not important, or something like that. What have you been working on lately? Well, I guess maybe this will serve as sort of a get us on topic sort of thing. Okay, tell me about Ariande's death. Oh, so you already know who it was. Well, that's my job. I called you hoping you could tell me something I don't know. What don't you know then? Why was she killed? Why did she have to be silenced? What was she doing there? She probably wouldn't know this. Well, maybe she would. Let's start with, why did she have to be silenced? Why did she have to be silenced? Wow, silenced. What word choice? For what I know, Ariadne was there to steal some data. Silenced is a good way to put it, don't you think? Only way for someone to be killed by the security system is to jeopardize a client's life. Ariadne's never killed anyone. Look, I'm sorry for her. She just bit off more than she could chew. What might that be? does it have to do with Akara? Akara, I called her, what, Akana earlier? Akara. Do we want... I don't think we want to draw attention to Akara, right? Because she works for Supercontinent. Would it have something to do with SPW? What might that be? Supercontinent has a lot of secrets. What could Ariadne possibly be interested in that she would risk her skin by sneaking into an implant clinic? The latest design for human upgrades? Come on, Diana. Don't tell me you came to the club just to mock me. I'm sorry, but it's true. Supercontinent has a lot of secrets. I can't just start blabbing about my contracts. You'll need to be more specific if you want me to snitch. And don't abuse the privilege. Pick just one topic, please. Okay then. Could it have something to do with SPW? Does it have to do with Akara? Let's start with SPW. Well, we're probably only going to get to pick this, so let's do this. Could it have something to do with SPW? What? Social psyche welfare. So you know about it. Just the name. I thought you might be involved. Oh god. I hope she wasn't killed over that. Yes, I'm the director of that project. So SPW is worth killing for then. Yes, I mean, for Supercontinent it is. I'd never do that. But not because it's anything shady, only because it's so revolutionary. I see. Okay. Tell me more about social psyche welfare. I guess there's no way back with you now, so I'm going all in. Are you ready? Shoot. Social psyche welfare is the greatest revolution in the area of human comfort. We've been working for a long time on designing a system that always keeps the user at their best. SPW is able to tell apart feelings like depression, anxiety, rage, and keep them in check using only the power of your own physiology. It's all natural, no secondary side effects. Won't SPW make you stop being you? Isn't SPW going to affect creativity? SPW sounds like mind control device to me. Or don't you think it's a bit unnatural? Well, this is a world where people have like cybernetic implants, so unnatural, Also, she just said it's all natural, so... I mean, it sounds like mind control to me. That's quite a stretch. Isn't unhappiness what drives us forward? What you're selling sounds like the worst kind of conformism. No one will ever be willing to fight, to rebel, to disrupt our world. That's pretty convenient for corps and governments alike, isn't it? The fine print of eternal happiness is absolute obedience. Don't exaggerate. I'm using SPW right now. Do you see me as a harmless lamb? I don't think so. How can you know? I feel better than ever. See, you're wrong about unhappiness being the greatest motivator. The best goals are born from joy and love. I don't blame you. You've always been a survivor. But those days are almost over. I don't want to sound delusional here, but SPW is fucking worldwide peace. Can't you see it? Excuse me, but no, I can't see it. The world needs disagreement to keep evolving. World peace just means eternal slumber. Let me stop you there before you start making a plea for war. You know that's not what I mean. Only that you just said world peace is bad for humanity. Okay, this argument isn't going anywhere. Let's change the subject. Let's say, won't it make you stop being you? Won't SPW stop you being you? It's not going to affect individuality at all. It's only natural to be scared at the prospect of unlimited happiness. But this is less intrusive than the average antidepressant the city's inhabitants swallow every day. So you're saying that removing an important part of our mood spectrum isn't going to change our personalities? I didn't say that. It will help us access our better selves. Or do you enjoy being sad? No, or I wouldn't like to lose my sadness. I kind of feel like this is where we're at. Or where Donovan's at, I mean. I wouldn't like to lose my sadness. Why not? Sadness is not ugly, Diana. I've been bartending for a couple of decades now. I've gotten to witness innumerable forms of sadness, right where you're sitting. And it can be a beautiful thing. It's moving. It draws us all together. It keeps us thinking, wishing. So you actively working to suppress it just feels like a crime against humanity to me. Wow. I'm not ready to debate such poetry. Give it some thought, please. I will. I promise. Is there anything else that you'd like to discuss? I mean, we're gonna go through all of them, so it seems like we'll be allowed to, so. Isn't SPW going to affect creativity? I hope so. Excuse me? Depression as a source of inspiration is just an unhealthy myth. Maslow's pyramid, baby. To achieve self-realization, to fully embrace creativity, you first have to be at peace. You don't have to be depressed to write a dark tale. You don't have to hate to draw violence. Art is emotion through the filter of calm focus. Okay, but what experiences is the artist supposed to distill if they haven't felt anything before? Oh, but haven't we all felt enough already? There's so much left to no, what about new generations? What about new generations? I suppose Supercontinent plans on pushing SPW to the whole population? So if kids are granted everlasting happiness from birth, what are the artists supposed to distill? I don't see the problem, Donovan. First of all, it's the government who will determine the minimum age to benefit from SPW. But in any case, art doesn't exist to amuse you. It is but a reflection of the times. If humanity evolves, it's only natural that art would evolve with it. If with SPW we're entering an era of art marked by celebration, so be it. You've really been drinking your own bathwater, huh? I don't understand why you're so radically against total fucking happiness, man. Because being human is about hating, crying, fearing, and then loving and laughing in ephemeral fucking euphoria. Ah. I guess you'll have to wait and see before you realize how good this is for all of us. You want to talk more about SPW? Don't you think it's all a bit unnatural? Oh, now you're talking like an old-timer. Do you know how many times that argument has been wielded against progress? Yeah, I agree with that. I did sound like a grandpa. Damn, I did sound like a grandpa. You said it. But yeah, unnatural is not the best argument to use against progress. We're not burning witches anymore, Donovan. Yeah. Stop rubbing salt in the wound. I've had enough of SPW today. I'm really excited about all of this. Sorry you're not a fan of it. But just accept it. This is the future. No, the present. Don't let it get under your skin, or you'll ruin that fragile, handcrafted happiness of yours. What have you been working on lately? Hey, tell me how you've been. What have you been working on lately? I already told you. It's not as though a job like SPW gives me a lot of spare time for pet projects, you know? Sure, sorry. If you don't mind me asking, why do you want to know about the supercontinent CEO? I guess proper explanation is due if I want you to do a decent job. As I said, I believe the CEO is no longer Jack B. Gaynor. I've never met the guy in person, nor was he a celebrity. But he showed his face when necessary. Now, I can't find public record of appearances that's not at least 2 years old. Plus, Supercontinent's strategy changed dramatically 2 years ago. Changed how? I feel like they've become more aggressive, cruelly pragmatic. So, are you worried because they're behaving like a normal corporation? Yes. I didn't take you for an idealist yuppie, Diana. Supercontinent has never been up to anything good, no matter how pretty their marketing. Except they actually serve a greater good. Supercontinent has done a lot for this country and people around the world. For example, look, Supercontinent is powerful, but they're not a massive corporation. Their fundamental goal isn't to accumulate power, but to grow their ability to help people. Supercontinent's executives are some of the lowest paid among major world corporations. That's because they don't aim for profit, but for social change. I've witnessed it all myself. I'm part of it. Supercontinent plays the corporate game, but their goals aren't so different from yours. Supercontinent has fought many unjust laws, keeping governments in check. Supercontinent pleads for decent housing for everybody, and they offer legal representation for those who can't afford it. Hell, a few years ago, they dismantled the entire city police because of corruption. So how come they want to lobotomize us? If they're so nice, what do you have to fear? Okay, let's say they're not so bad. If they're so nice, what do you have to fear? That's the problem. I feel like they're not so nice anymore. I mean, the ideals and objectives are still laudable, but they've become heartless in some way. A lot of brilliant employees have been dismissed with little reason. They're squeezing us to our limits with aggressive goals and deadlines. Like they have some big agenda that they need to execute at any cost. Jack B. Gaynor wouldn't have allowed that. So it's a question of job comfort, huh? I wish that was the extent of it. I don't want to sound paranoid, but it's hard to get work done when I think my life is in danger. Yeah, that's harsh. Okay, I'll gather as much intel as I can. Donovan. If I hadn't removed part of my brain that processes love, I swear I'd fall for you every time. I don't know how you do it, but I always leave the club shaking. I'm starting to think you're putting something in my drinks. Just alcohol, I swear. But I'm glad I can get through your ice-cold processors and stir those artificial feelings of yours. Hey, they're not artificial. They're just upgraded. Emotion can be a pitfall for a scientist like me. Better to have them in check. You ought to live more dangerously, Diana. Inspiration plays a big part in being a memorable scientist. Maybe. I'll make sure I come back to the club anytime I need some good old mojo. Please do. I should be leaving now. Thanks for the drinks, the chat, and the info. And please, Call me as soon as you get something on Supercontinent's CEO. I will. Thank you for coming, Diana. My pleasure. Thank you for coming. See you next time, Diana. Okay, Akara, listen. Never again say a customer's name. Why not? Because it makes them feel uncomfortable and paranoid. I was taught that repeating someone's name builds trust and familiarity. Yeah, but the Red Strings Club is a haven of sorts. My clients value their anonymity. If you blab their names right when they walk in, they'll think I told you all about them. And you're supposed to be a mere trainee. Leave the name dropping to me. Understood. I'm sorry, Donovan. Don't sweat it. Just keep it in mind, Akara. It won't happen again, Donovan. Very well, Akara. Let's focus on your aptitudes instead of your weaknesses. Get any interesting insights from your empathetic algorithms? Indeed. However, I don't see an easy way to properly communicate them. So I'd like to propose a game. A game? You're full of surprises. Play is one of the most primal human devices for learning and development. Transmitting the vast amount of data I've gathered from your conversation with Diana is impossible. So, I've designed a process to let you reach your own conclusions. Moreover, I get to better understand you so we can improve as a team. Sounds like pro HR talk. But sure, I'm in. How do we play? I'm going to ask you a series of questions, 10 to be exact. I have my own answers to them, but I am most interested in your input. When we are finished, I will let you know how many of them you got right. If you score at least 7 out of 10, I'll grant you a new skill. What? A new skill? Did they use the AI of an RPG villager to build you? And how the hell can you even do that? A game without awards proves to be very dull. And yes, I can grant you something to improve your bartending skills. Why don't you just give it to me now? I'm designed to make you happy, a much different thing than granting your every wish. Sometimes I feel like you're some dumb mannequin, but now I believe the very devil could be running through your circuits. Shall I begin? Ah, this is exciting. You're more twisted than I thought. Give it to me. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Come again? What kind of question is that? And how am I supposed to know? Please, just answer my question. I know what I'm doing. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Maybe, but not in physically attracted, maybe. Romantically attracted, no. Oh, I answered that backwards. My fault. Is Diana 100% loyal to Supercontinent? I would say no, she does have doubts. Is she proud of the social psyche welfare? Yes. Would Diana be happier without the effects of SPW? Ooh, that's hard. Probably not. Does Diana know about the mirror neuron algorithm? She never mentioned it, so I'll say no. Who is the person that Diana admires most? Me, Supercontinent Limited CEO, Nikola Tesla, herself. She's not self-important, but she's clearly very self-motivated. Not the CEO. I don't think it's me. I'm gonna go with herself. Regarding your bartending, what spirit does Diana enjoy most? Oh shoot, what is this? Oh. Oh, it's a choices matter thing. Sick. Shoot. What is the up one? She likes... If these are in order, I'm trying to remember. I think tequila was the second to last one, and I think that was the up arrow. Did Diana lie to you during your conversation? Yeah, probably. What is Diana's greatest fear right now? That SPW fails, Supercontinent Limited, being depressed, Proxima. I think Supercontinent. She's very scared that the company she's a part of is doing something bad. Is social psyche welfare as bad as you thought? This one I can't fail since it's my opinion, no? Maybe. It's as hard as not lying. Is SPW as bad as you thought? I can see its benefits. Diana is supposed to be under the effects of SPW, isn't she? And she seemed pretty functional to me. But we still have to make sure that Supercontinent isn't planning on pulling any tricks. We'd better do something now before it's too late to join the party. Okay, that was the last question. Did I pass? You got 6 out of 10 questions right, and I misclicked once. I bet that was one of them. Shoot. I'm sorry, but you didn't read the context as well as I expected. And I thought I was a cunning man. I'm ashamed. Since this was our first time playing, I can concede you another go at it. Do you want to try again? Yes, but I'm only going to change the one I misclicked. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Yes. Is she 100% loyal? No. Is she proud of the thing? Yes. Would she be happier without the effects? No. Does Diana know about the mirror neuron algorithm? I would say no still. Who is the person that she admires most herself? Regarding your bartending, what spirit does she enjoy the most? Tequila? What did Diana lie? Yes, probably. What is Diana's greatest fear? Supercontinent. Is it as bad as I thought? Ooh, I almost clicked there. I can see its benefits. Yeah. We got this. Okay, that was the last question. Did I pass? You got 7 out of 10 questions right. Booyah! Yes! First try, technically, because I misclicked. Congratulations. You're a sharp man, Donovan. That sounds a little condescending, but thank you. What did I win? I'm going to produce a short span memory resetter for you. Is that a cool name for a shot? No, one of my abilities is to synthesize psychoactive drugs. The system was designed to deal with emergency anxiety crises and such. But the given unusual context we're in, I can widen its purposes. Whoa. Add this to a client's drink, and they will think that they just sat at the bar for the first time. That way, you can explore different paths in a conversation without them noticing. That sounds crazy. And a bit immoral. Why? Aren't you manipulating them with your drinks? I thought this would be helpful. Ah, you got me there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I'm sorry, Donovan. It's okay. I'll save it for an emergency. Say, how much of this can you produce? Not much. I have a limited chemical repository for such purposes. So I'd rather keep these as prizes for our little games. How playful of you. Gotcha. Let's keep it like this then. I detect a client approaching the club. So soon? I didn't expect anyone else tonight. Do you want me to check their background? Yes, please. Naima Kos, 34 years old. She's a corporate lawyer at Supercontinent Limited. Footage from nearby location shows that she's been shadowing Diana. Uh-oh, this may be troublesome. Do you want me to drive her away? Can you do that? I could send a fake emergency meeting request to her phone, for example. Your skill set begins to seem uncanny. Do you want me to drive her away? No, let her in. If fate brought her to the Red Strings Club, there has to be a reason. And we're happily going to exploit that. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. Absinthe, on the rocks, please. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, miss. I'm afraid I can't just serve that to you. This is not your usual bar. Here, you tell me how you feel, and I fix you a matching drink. I see. Then I feel like asking you a series of questions regarding why you're prying into my client's business. How dry. You must be a lawyer, no? That's correct. I'm here representing Supercontinent's interests. What was Diana Mai's business here? Hold your horses now. Apart from serving drinks, I'm also an information broker. So questions have a price tag in this club. Okay, how much? Here's my deal. You ask as many questions as you want, and then I get to ask that many questions myself. Fair enough. Although I should inform you that, unlike you, I won't be able to disclose any of my clients' sensitive information. Fair enough. Although I must let you know that, unlike you, I know my way around empathy and subtlety. You risk leaking more information than you might think. I'll take my chances, Mr. The name's Donovan, owner of the Red Strings Club. Nice to meet you. I'm Naima Koss, corporate lawyer at Supercontinent Limited. Shall we commence business? Fire away. What was Diana Mai's business here? She's an old friend. I wanted to gather some intel on SPW. I hired her to do some in-plan work. She's an old friend. Oh, she's just an old friend. She pays me a visit every now and then. We had a drink and caught up. That's it. Please, at least have the decency not to lie to me. I won't lie to you either. If I can clearly disclose something, I will clearly specify so. Except, that was the truth, Miss Koss. Friendship might sound alien in your world, but we still keep loving each other at street level. Kept Diana safe from Naima's inquiry. Okay. Next question is about the Proxima organization. They've been making trouble for my client lately. I'd like to know exactly what Proxima's got on Supercontinent Limited. Tell her about Ariadne's finding. Tell her Proxima snatched Akara. Lie. Proxima knows about your new CEO. Okay, this is cool. Proxima knows about your new CEO. If you know what I mean. From what I've heard, they've found some pretty juicy stuff. What? That can't be possible. Can't wait to get my hands on that info, to be honest. Those are just some unfounded rumors. But if you happen to get a hold of that intel, we'll gladly pay you a hefty sum if you come to us first. Didn't know you were into rumors. Enough. Next question. Where is Johanna Seftis? Come again? Where is Johanna Seftis? You're saying that as if I should know her. What a poor information dealer you are if you don't even know Supercontinent's Chief Operations Officer. What's the matter? Is she missing? Forget about it. That was all I had to ask. My turn, then. Go ahead. You have 3 questions. I can't have you sitting there without a drink. This is a club, after all. Okay, but I won't be telling you about how I feel, or any of that nonsense. Don't worry. You let me know enough about yourself already for me to work my magic. Trust me, you'll like this. Okay. Stress, ambition, remorse. When we started talking about the CEO, stress was definitely at the forefront. Oh, and I have my little pill now. I think I want to try leaning into stress and see how that does. So let's start with up. Oh. Okay, that might be a little too low still. And left. Oh, I missed. Yeah, we are a little too low. That was a little too far as well. Dang it. Just a little bit. That's pretty good. Just a little bit of this. That's pretty good. Nice cube. Bang. Look, I shouldn't be wasting my time here. Make your questions quick. I have a lot on my plate. A drink won't hurt. Relax. She looks stressed. Let's exploit that. 3 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. Okay. What's the deal with Johanna Seftis? Tell me more about the social psyche welfare's legality. Who's the highest authority on SPW? Bluff, why didn't the CEO tell me about you? Interesting. Bluff, will everything be ready for the unveiling of SPW next week? Okay, so we get 3 of these questions. Or we can serve another drink and get her in a different mood to talk about something else. Let's say, what would lean into stress here? The legality? She's a lawyer, so that's part of her job. That could be stressful. Will everything be ready for the unveiling next week is definitely stressful. Let's try this. Will everything be ready for the unveiling of SPW next week? Fuck me, it can't be next week. That's what my people on the inside told me. Those clowns from marketing are going to hear from me. We're always cleaning up after them in the legal department. A couple of my journo friends already know. They told me they're even going on TV. Who's in charge of marketing? They told me they're even doing TV. Seriously, are they already on that phase of Gene Psych? Gene what? Marketing's stupid name for the press operation. Forget about it. Gene Psych, okay. Supercontinent develops social psyche, yeah. Diana Mize is the director of social psyche welfare. Supercontinent. Okay, so that's done. Okay. I think we're good here. Forget about it. Thanks for letting me know, in any case. No problem. 2 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. Tell me more about the legality. Would you please explain the social psyche welfare's legality to me? Because I still can't imagine how you convinced the government to buy into it. Listen, you don't need to pry on this one, because it's all perfectly above board. The government has been in since the very beginning. And implant users are also on board, since all of them signed the T&C. Whoa. Stop right there. Are terms and conditions really that legally binding? I mean, no one reads them. Well, if people don't give a shit about accepting long chunks of text, it's their problem. And this isn't just like downloading iTunes. People actually agree to the forms in our clinics. As the contract says, The user's psychology may be altered to ensure the stable mind-body environment. And the Ministry of Health has determined depression, anxiety, and similar disorders to be serious social hazards. What a load of bullshit. If a client doesn't agree with a firmware update, they can always decline it. Yeah, and render the hardware obsolete in the process. Listen, implants aren't a human right. So if someone isn't happy with their new update, they can just go back to their old all-natural selves. Except that they'll be too busy smiling like idiots to even think about that. You're welcome to take this to court if you're so offended by it. No thanks. I'll keep fighting for freedom one drink at a time. Okay, last question. Okay. What's the deal with Johannes Seftis? Who's the highest authority on SPW? Why didn't the CEO tell me about you? What were the other two things that we could exploit? There was stress, ambition. Ooh, I bet this would be good to give her some ambition. Let's do ambition. I'll prepare you another drink. So we want ambition, which is like straight left. A little more. Oop, that's a little too far. That's a little too far. It might give it to me. We'll see. With the ice. Cha-chow. Cha-chow. Nope. Oops. Okay. It looks like it's a little generous as long as I run over the top of it. So, I got my absinthe on the rocks in the end. You really know your game, though. This is the best glass of absinthe I've ever had. Really invigorating. I feel great. Glad you like it. She seems to be power drunk. Time to attack. Okay, last question. Why didn't the CEO tell me about you? Excuse me, are you talking about her? About Supercontinent's CEO? Oh, our clientele is more distinguished than you expect. I'm curious about why I haven't been warned of your visit. Are you even acting on your own? Of course not. But I don't get my orders directly from Radhika. Radhika, that's nuts. Radhika. Interesting. You know, since Jack left his position to Radhika, we've had some unusual requests from your company. I haven't been informed of that. For example? Oh, I'm sorry, but I definitely won't cross that line. It's Radhika we're talking about. This matter totally outranks you. Forget I asked about it. I'll let her know you've come by. Wait, it's my duty to know about my client's endeavors. You've got nothing to fear. It's all protected by the attorney-client representation agreement. Couldn't you at least tell me what it is that my company wanted from you? I can't. Radhika would kill me, or let's exchange secrets about Radhika. Let's exchange some secrets. Tell you what, let's exchange secrets about Radhika. You tell me something juicy, and I tell you what her business was here. It's my boss that we're talking about, so you go first. Okay. Radhika may want to get rid of you, wanted info on the former CEO, wanted info on Proxima. So here's what I'm thinking. She might think that getting info on Proxima is not the type of thing Radhika would do herself. She would send somebody, 100%. Like, for instance, she sent her here to spy on Diana. Like, she's not going to fetch random information. She may want to get rid of you. Or she wanted info on the former CEO. She may want to get rid of you. So this is what I'm thinking. These are two reasons that she would come to me. This is something that she might just say while she's here. Because if she wouldn't come, she's like the most powerful CEO ever or whatever, she wouldn't come here to get information from me. If anything, she'd bring me to her or send somebody else. So, she may want to get rid of you. I don't want to alarm you, but she might want to get rid of you after SPW. Why would she do that? The thing is, she never mentioned you specifically. But she made it clear that she has to tie up some loose ends when this is over. I don't believe you. Why? I see what you're doing here. Trying to scare me into running my mouth with some vague threats. You'll need to do better than that to scare a corporate lawyer. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. She didn't buy it. Well, I tried. Well, I'm afraid you've run out of questions. I've got too much to do tonight, so goodbye. Sure. Go and spread law through the town. You seem to be enjoying yourself. So just in case, I'll inform you of the current situation. Supercontinent is going through a turbulent time right now. That's good. That spells change for a company. I've seen it many times. But in the process, there's usually a trail of casualties. The way you're playing right now, you've got a ticket to become one of them. Be warned, Mr. Bartender. Didn't know corporate lawyers were in the business of extending such stylish death threats. There are many fates worse than death when up against a corporate lawyer. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Was my performance to your satisfaction this time? Excellent. Thank you very much. So, quiz time now? If you please. Of course. I find it quite amusing, in fact. 7 out of 10 or more earns me a prize, right? Go ahead. Is Naima Koss a psychopath? What? You're going to ask me if she was You're not going to ask me if she was attracted to me this time? That's irrelevant for Naima's case. Answer the question, please. Is Naima Koss a psychopath? No, I don't think so. There was a lot of emotion happening, so I don't think so. What is her top priority right now? Investigate Diana's loyalty, find Johanna Seftis, to assess the danger posed by Proxima. Her top priority right now is the success of her company. That would likely be to investigate Diana's loyalty because she's the leader of the Psyche Welfare Project. Is SPW in jeopardy? Yes. Probably because you're here, honestly. Does Naima know about MNA? It doesn't seem like it. I bet this is kind of a higher-up only thing. Does Naima perceive you as a threat? Yes. Is Naima capable of betraying Supercontinent? I would say... capable? Yes. Yeah, I mean, she's human, right? Is she capable of covering murder for her employer? Yes, I believe so. Is she capable of committing murder for her employer? Do I think she could commit murder for corporate gain? I'd say no, honestly. She seems too easily shaken. Regarding social psyche welfare, does Naima believe SPW is a good thing? I mean, in general, I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely good for her. Do you think technology manufacturers have the right to alter their products after sale? What do you mean? If Supercontinent designed, created, and distributed the human upgrades, do they have the right to modify them? As in, by adding SPW to them? Among other things. Do they have the right to modify them? Right is a legal thing, so once purchased, it's yours. I believe that. I don't think it's morally right to do that. But do they have the right to do it? Yes. But they should be clear about it. Yeah, I agree with that. They have the right, but there's a way to do it morally correctly, and it seems like they're not doing it that way. Supercontinent is concealing the fact that something they sold is going to fundamentally change you. Isn't that the normal procedure for all technology? Dozens of firmware updates are pushed on a daily basis. Its users accepting its terms and conditions blindfolded. So are you saying this is the public's fault? I'm not very versed in human concepts of fault. It is my understanding, though, that accepting something without thought is a sign of trust. In this case, I'd rather call it ignorance than trust. People have been indoctrinated over the years to accept whatever updates corps throw at them. So the problem is not Supercontinent's modifying its creation, but the lack of education among its users. In a free society, isn't education an individual responsibility? Not in my opinion. The powerful educate. Parents teach, schools teach, the media teaches, the government teaches. The issue might be then that you don't agree with what they're teaching. That's beyond doubt, yes. Was that a question, or just food for thought, anyway? Indeed, it was the 10th question. Thank you for elaborating. And, well, how did I do? You've answered 7 out of 10's questions correctly. Sick! 2 in a row. Again, kind of asterisk, but again, I explained it, so it's fine. Congratulations. You've won. Wonderful. What did I win? A short-term memory resetter. Oh, I thought it was going to be a different prize this time. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right that variety in rewards can improve the game's design. I'll try to think of something different for the next time we play. It's okay, don't worry about it. Although, I gotta confess, the anticipation has me excited for the next game already. Glad to hear you're having fun. Listen. I think I'm gonna close for today. My gut tells me we won't be getting any more clients until tomorrow. Yes, it doesn't look like it. Can you tell too? Do you have instincts? What you humans called instincts are just deductions your brain has drawn for you. You simply can't follow the logical sequence due to the vast amount of data your brain processes. Unlike you, I'm able to keep up with my brain. So basically, yes, your gut is right. We won't be having any more clients tonight. Good to hear, because my leg is killing me. Let's call it a night. And let's call it here before we jump to Brandeis and Vega and whoever the third person is. Again, I'm having so much fun with this game, and I really enjoy the sort of like social deduction part of it, where there's these like interrogations between the two. Every time I stop playing this game, I look forward to the next time I get to play this game. So I hope you guys are all feeling the same way. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.